Welcome to today's webinar on personality development. I'm King John, and I'm here to help you unlock your full potential. Personality plays a crucial role in both personal and professional success, and in this session, we'll explore how to enhance confidence, communication, emotional intelligence, and much more. Drop a comment below if you like and let me know where you're watching from and one trait you'd like to improve, and I will answer as many questions as I can. In the meantime, let's get started. Now, before we dive into development strategies, let's try to understand what personality actually is. Your personality is a combination of your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and habits. Now, while some traits are innate, others can be shaped through conscious effort. Think of your personality as a building or a wall, and each of these things is a brick in that building. The good news is you can upgrade those bricks to be made out of better materials or replace them entirely. It's completely up to you. Have you ever wondered why some people naturally command attention while others struggle with social confidence? Personality can be developed with the right mindset and practice. A strong personality is not just about being the loudest in the room. It's about authenticity, confidence, and adaptability. So here are 3 core traits you're going to want to develop. Confidence. That's number 1. Believe in your abilities and practice self-affirmation. You can create daily affirmations by writing them in a notebook over and over, or saving them in a text file, keeping them on a card that you look at several times a day, writing them on your bathroom mirror. Pro tip, use a dry erase whiteboard marker if you do that. Permanent markers are hard to get off of there. Number 2 is effective communication. Learn to articulate your thoughts clearly and listen actively. Now, the simplest way to accomplish this is to get in the habit of taking a deep breath before responding to any conversation. Take a second inside your own head and think about what point exactly you would like to get across. Listening actively can be done the same way. Some folks think that listening just means waiting for a break in the conversation so they can say their thing. Be patient and listen carefully. The third thing is emotional intelligence. Manage your emotions and build strong interpersonal relationships. Now, emotional intelligence is a whole webinar all on its own, and one that I'll do shortly. Learning to manage our emotions and separate them from effective communication is the hardest thing most of us will ever learn to do. And we don't learn it the right way. We learn it by trial and error. So when I do this webinar, click below and leave your email and I'll make sure you get a copy of it. Many people hold themselves back with negative self-talk and limiting beliefs like I'm not good enough or I'm too shy to be confident. To overcome this, first, identify the belief. Write down your biggest self-doubts. Second, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? 3, reframe it. Replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. I'll give you an example of what I've done. I used to have problems with time management. I used to think, okay, I don't have time to put the dishes in the dishwasher, take the clean dishes out of the dishwasher, change the sheets, put the stuff from the washer into the dryer, fold the clothes. I didn't think that I had time enough to do all these things in one day. And what I did was I challenged it. I said, is this really true? I said, I don't think it is. I sat down and I set up a stopwatch on my phone and I started recording myself. How long does it take me to do the dishes? Oh, it only takes 5 minutes. How long does it take me to shave? Oh, that takes 8 minutes. How quick is a shower? Well, 15 minutes if you hurry. And it allowed me to reframe and replace these negative thoughts. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time with empowering ones. And it helps take you out of that attitude of scarcity of time and replace it with an attitude of abundance. And once you feel like you have enough time, once you feel like that stress has been removed, then it's easier for you to add more empowering thoughts and more empowering beliefs on top of that, because you start questioning all the other things you've been telling yourself. All the other things. You start, well, maybe I am smart enough to do this. Maybe I can travel. Maybe I can afford a new house. And things like that. So do a quick exercise. Just think of one limiting belief that you've had about yourself. Doesn't matter what. It could be a simple one. It could be a big one. And then just rewrite it into a positive affirmation. For one example, if you think of yourself, I'm not wealthy enough to afford a new car. And if you're just telling yourself that, there's no way to prove it one way or the other. Sit down, work out the math. Maybe you can afford a new car. Maybe you can't afford a new car, but maybe you can afford a good used car. And then rewrite that into a positive affirmation. I have enough money to buy a new car if I want. I have enough time to save up and buy a new car if I want. It works. Did you know that 70% of communication is nonverbal? Your posture, gestures, and eye contact speak volumes before you even say a word. Here are some tips to improve body language. Stand tall and maintain an open posture. Make eye contact while speaking. Use hand gestures to emphasize key points. Avoid nervous habits like fidgeting. Just try this. Stand up straight and take a deep breath, and instantly you'll feel more confident. What we call that in the self-improvement world is fake it until you make it. Stand like a confident person. Stand like someone who knows what they're talking about. And pretty soon everybody will start believing in you, and you'll start believing in you. Charisma isn't just for celebrities. It's about making others feel valued and engaged. Now, to build charisma, there are several tips. First, be genuinely interested in others. Ask thoughtful questions. Now, note, there is a difference between thoughtful questions and questions that just keep the other person talking. Ask them how their experience made them feel. Ask them if they would try that experience again, and why or why not. There are hundreds of legitimate ways you can show interest and engagement. The second one is smile and maintain positive energy. Don't look at your watch. Don't stare longingly at the charcuterie board. Don't do anything to make the other person think that you're not interested. By the same token, don't stare deeply into their eyes like you're trying to see into their brain. That can be off-putting, to say the least. The next one is mirror the language, the body language of the person you're speaking with. Now, this is the weirdest one, but I swear it works. If they fold their arms, you do that. If they touch their ear, you do the same. If they put their hand in their pocket, so do you. Your pocket, I mean, not theirs. That would be really awkward. Next one is share personal stories to build connections. Now, this is a good idea, but try very hard to steer clear of one-upmanship in your storytelling. If your conversation partner has a story about being held up for 3 hours at customs in Istanbul, don't go into your story about how you spent 6 days in jail in Tijuana due to a misunderstanding over a stuffed poodle. The best way to be known as a charismatic person is to make other people feel good about themselves. Think of yourself as a hype man for the whole world. Charisma can be developed. Start practicing these techniques in daily conversations. Personality development isn't about overnight changes. It's about small, consistent efforts. Now, here are 3 daily habits to cultivate. First, morning routine. Start your day with some affirmations and goal setting. Now, this sounds more complex and difficult than it really is. My morning routine is pretty simple. Wake up, make bed, bathroom, wash face, take meds, 10 minutes of yoga with the wife, make a smoothie, feed the birds outside. I set my goals for each day at the beginning of the week so that when things inevitably do pop up, I can move them around and not be too stressed. Number 2, reading and learning. Invest in self-improvement books and courses. That doesn't mean you have to read a book. You can listen to a book. You can read a book on the internet. You can check the book out from the library. Now, I will post a reading list in the comments section, but this is surprisingly important, and I'll tell you why. How much time do you spend each day listening to the news? How much time do you spend each day on the internet right now? How much time do you spend each day saying negative things about yourself? Now, how much time do you spend each day thinking, reading, hearing, or saying positive things about yourself? Everything is mindset. Feed your brain positive information and it reacts positively. Feed it negative stuff and it reacts negatively. There, I said it. Your brain is a puppy. Third, social interaction. Practice talking to new people to improve confidence. And by talking to people, I mean actual human speech, the kind you make with your face. Go out into the world and make face noises at another person. If you don't have any certified humans nearby, go to a coffee shop or a library. If you can't think of what to say, use this question to get things rolling. How are you today? And which one of these habits do you think you can commit to starting today, right now? Finally, for this one, we're going to slow things down a bit. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You have mastered confidence, communication, and emotional intelligence. You're thriving in your career and personal life. Ask yourself, what does your ideal self look like? How do you carry yourself? How do others perceive you? Now, hold on to that vision. It's your blueprint for growth. It's your goal that you're setting right now. And just like any other big goal, you're not going to get there right away. But what you can do today is you can take one action, just one action, that brings you closer to that version of yourself. If you want to build these as habits, that's fine too. Pick one thing that you can do. It doesn't have to be, there's a lot of information we've covered here. It doesn't have to be everything in the book. It can just be one thing. But pick one thing that you can do today and do it. And then do it again tomorrow. And do it again the next day. And the next, and the next, and the next. And when you think you've got that one nailed down, when you think it's a habit, it's programmed into your brain now, add another one. Find another little thing that you can add. And do that every day, every day, every day. That's how I built my morning routine. My morning routine was originally wake up, wash face. That was where I started from. And you can get better at that. You can just add little things to it every day. But hold on to that vision. Hold on to that concept of yourself. What do I look like? What do I sound like? What do I act like as a fully realized person? And keep working towards it. I know you can. I believe in you. So that's it. You're on your way. Your journey starts right here. Before we wrap up, I would love to hear your questions. Just drop them in the comments. I'll try and answer as many as I can. But here are the key takeaways. Personality is a combination of habits, confidence, and emotional intelligence. Overcoming limiting beliefs is the first step to growth. Body language and communication skills significantly impact perception. Charisma and influence can be developed with practice. And daily habits shape long-term success. If you found this valuable, be sure to hit like, subscribe, share this webinar with anybody you want. It's completely free. Also, I've got the reading list linked below so that you can check those books out from the library, or you can buy them online, however you want to do that. And thank you for joining. I appreciate that. I appreciate you viewing this. Spread the word. Keep growing, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next time.